This moment of now is divine. June 3, 2013. You are learning to sharpen your focus as your perceptions begin to broaden quite exponentially, and along your magnificent earthly journeys you've experienced the difficulty that we've long wished to assist you with in any and every moment. We wish for you to understand that what you experience at present is very carefully planned out and coordinated, because your ability to understand that your lives are running along a divine script and that everything is truly okay in every moment, despite the nature of difficulty you experience, determines the amount of satisfaction you are to gain from your experience on the earth. It will aid you greatly to understand that joy, harmony and bliss are meant to be the prevalent energies and emotions experienced and felt in every moment. You are learning to tap into increasing levels of joy as you pick up on and radiate the ever-purer frequencies being delivered from the higher realms, and the time of humanity being unable to understand the realms beyond your conscious understanding has come to a close. Pioneering Ascension. You are helping to lead the way in experiencing the physical ascension process yourselves before the rest of your collective catches up. Many of you have come to the earth from the higher realms of consciousness wherein you saw the suffering that was taking place and being fed in every moment, and simply had to lend a helping hand and offer as much of yourselves as possible to the ascension of dearest earth. You have largely helped to achieve such ascension, and your aim has been to balance out the collective energies as you work to introduce your collective to the realms beyond their conscious understanding and to we souls existing in these realms. We have indeed taken actions ourselves in making our presence on and around your dear planet known to your ancient and recent civilizations, and our aim has always been to help initiate you into the pure states of consciousness that have been required to be reached each time we've made our contacts. We ask you to nurture the growing happiness many of you find within yourselves, for it's not going anywhere and rather, it's to grow and grow until the lower emotions that previously held precedent over it are simply things of the past. You are doing so very much in the way of transmutation of the old energies and the prevalent established feelings that a plethora of earthly souls have been feeding for millennia, and this work is not always the easiest to perform. This is why we will forever be with every one of you, if you feel you require the assistance of we or of your guides along the way of performing your collective and individual transmutations. Congratulations are in order. The dense energy being put out by humanity has not been fully dissolved and transmuted. Though the actions of the light worker public in taking on such density full force and working to transmute it as much as you possibly can, have been quite noble indeed. You have been looked upon by a plethora of souls in the higher dimensions for the wonderful and honorable work you are doing. We do not wish to inflate the egos of any dear light workers when we congratulate you for the work you've been doing, but truly, you do deserve congratulations. If you could see how unbalanced the playing field's been and how needed your actions are as a result, then you would understand fully why we choose to give you such praise. Indeed, your very missions have included coming to the earth and spreading your natural light whilst standing up for the rights of humanity and proclaiming your sovereignty from tyranny in every form it's come about, and it's truly been a joy to watch every one of you anchor the light in the various parts of your world, in the most exponential of ways. Every one of you are where you are on your earth for a very specific and needed reason. And some of you awakening souls who look around may notice that there are little to no fellow awakening souls in the areas you find yourselves in. We'd say it's quite on purpose that some of you find yourselves alone what you believe, in the specific areas many of you have instated yourselves into, but we of course would love to see awakenings take place in the minds and hearts of every soul in every area of your dear earth. However, the incarnation of each of you, even unto places where you feel isolated or lonely in what you feel and know. This has been quite a purposeful move on your end so that you could anchor the light in your area of the world, when few others are doing so. Situated conduits of light and the divinity of now. The majority of humanity has been kept conditioned and unaware for far too long, and thus, souls are needed in various parts of your world to be situated and to anchor the light they possess and feel within. Every one of you who has taken on this mission perform a great act indeed for the ascension of the earth. when you can unlock the understanding of the higher dimensions and learn to treat yourselves and those around you with the grace and ease of our Creator, any worry or concern related to your ascension process will fly out the door, and you'll find yourselves understanding that everything, in every moment, is not only okay but is truly divine. This moment of now is divine, dearest souls. Feel this moment. Appreciate it and thank our Creator for it is everlasting and eternal. Harmony is meant to be found and gained in the entirety of your collective, and before this can be done, personal harmony and peace must be found in the minds and hearts of every earth soul. This seems like a large feat indeed, but the rising energy levels will strongly help your collective to awaken on master realities that are so much more different and indeed, more harmonious, than what you currently experience. We've long explained that you dear light workers are to be acting as healers and calmers in the time ahead, and we bring this up to expand upon the discussion of just what you are going to be doing. Healing the effects of propaganda. A plethora of earthly souls, when greeted with the initial disclosure announcements, will have a very hard time absorbing the truths of our existence and will likely take to anger as a result of the orchestrations that have taken place in your reality. Deep down, plenty of souls on your earth are vastly afraid of a perceived outside source from another world, making ourselves blatantly known to you. This is because of the propaganda and fear that's been drilled into much of humanity. We ask for you all to see the very real effects that movies, television shows and other forms of media have upon your minds and hearts, for they are much vaster than you've been led to believe. The lower frequencies being emitted from various televisions and movie screens, paired with propaganda that displays us in a less than favorable light, have conditioned a plethora of souls on your world to be fearful of our presence and of any presence that's deemed too far outside of the perception of humanity. This spell of illusion and fear will simply have to be broken. Though we must take care with doing so, which is why we will rely on many of you dear souls to help calm fear and quell chaos in the time ahead. In doing so, you will find yourselves inundated with the most joyful of feelings, and indeed, these feelings will arrive on the back of the realization that you've truly made it. Disclosure will have hit by this time we speak of, and while many of you will initially be too busy playing your roles as calmers to take in and understand the implications of what will have happened, it will hit you dear souls, and when it does, you will simply be exuberant. We note the difficulty that's been waiting for our presence to be made known, and we can only request you dear souls continue to be as active as possible in disclosing our presence. Because doing so is so very important to our full disclosure and to the planet-wide recognition of our existence and our wish to assist you along your collective evolution. Glimpsing the spiritual realms. The impressions you're finding from the higher realms are only to pick up and expand in quantity and purity. Already, so many dear earthly souls are discovering and understanding your fruitful links with Source, and with the plethora of souls in these higher realms we're blessed to speak with you from. Souls who've glimpsed the other side of your existence and have come back with fantastic stories detailing how closely your evolution is being watched. We're given a glimpse into our realms and into the multitudes of beings who are looking after humanity and assisting you in an evolution that, for the most part, your collective has been led away from understanding or even believing in. Souls on your world who believe in no benevolent creator, no realms of spirit, no understanding that happiness and joy are derived from the higher realms of existence. These souls will have to be re-educated to the fact that there truly are brimming other realms beyond your conscious understanding, and that physicality isn't the only reality there is. Indeed, the physical paradigm will be broken in plenty of souls when the revelations of our existence come to the forefront of your collective consciousness. With the continual stalling on the part of the cabals and the continual attempts to impede progress related to disclosure, we've seen the importance of stepping up and disclosing our existence ourselves. To that extent, we await the collective energy levels to reach the necessary states wherein we will know that overreactions on the part of the unawakened humanity will not affect life on your planet in a negative manner. When every dear soul on your planet can find the light and the understanding that there's never anything to be in concern over, the difficulty and lower dimensionality experienced and fed on your surface will be things of the past, and will have no concern for any overreaction to our presence. Shining your healing and blessing energies. It's important for you, dear souls, to remember that your outer realities are always reflective of your inner. What you see and notice about your outer realities that seems to be directly out of resonation with the realms of full consciousness you've both come from and are growing toward, you can understand that you're actually witnessing aspects of yourselves that are exposing themselves to you for the purpose of having your light and healing shown unto them. Shining your lighted, blessing and healing energies upon everything around you and refraining from judgment or bias when doing so, is the best form of service you can provide for the earthly public. As we make our final impressions for this communication, we express that the love and joy so many of you find growing within you as you find yourselves able to expand upon the feelings they bring up, will continue to grow as much as your perceptions of the unlimited metaphysical realities before you are. You're coming to rediscover the higher dimensions, and in doing so you anchor them onto the earth with the grace of our Creator. We love you all so very much, and we ask you to remain steadfast in the face of an earthly experience that will test you and, in the same moment, help you to find and feel the purest of earthly love. Find and expand upon this love, for it is leading you ever onward to the brimming realms of full consciousness. Thank you to the Pleiadian Council of Nine, and to SanJAsKa for being their conduit. Channeled through SanJAsKa. SanJAsKa.com. AquariusParadigm.com